Brain cancer. Essential mind malignancy creates from cells inside the cerebrum. Part of the focal sensory system, CNS, the mind is the control place for essential elements of the body, including discourse, development, considerations, sentiments, memory, vision, hearing, and the sky is the limit from there. Essential mind tumors are arranged by the kind of cell or tissue the tumor influences, and the area and grade of the tumor. Tumor cells may travel short separations inside the mind, yet by and large won't go outside of the cerebrum itself. At the point when disease grows somewhere else in the body and spreads, metastasizes, to the cerebrum, it's known as an optional mind tumor, or a metastatic cerebrum growth. Metastatic cerebrum tumors are more normal than essential mind tumors. A few malignancies that generally spread to the cerebrum incorporate lung, colon, kidney, and bosom tumors. Brain cancer symptoms. Side effects of cerebrum growth rely upon a few components, including the tumor sort, size, area and degree, and additionally age, well-being history, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. Some basic indications of mind disease incorporate migraine, shortcoming, deadness, queasiness, retching or seizures. A few people may not feel right intellectually, or have visual, discourse or coordination issues. The manifestations might be unobtrusive or grow bit by bit. Indications of mind disease are impacted by which part of the cerebrum is included and the utilitarian framework it influences, for example, engine, tangible, dialect, and so forth. For instance, vision issues may come about because of a tumor close to the optic nerve. A tumor in the front part of the mind may influence the capacity to focus and think. A tumor situated in a territory that controls engine capacity may bring about shortcoming, deadness or trouble with discourse. Any tumor that is altogether substantial can make various side effects as a result of the weight made by the mass. Types of brain cancer. Essential mind tumors will be tumors that frame from cells inside the cerebrum. The tumors are arranged by the sort of cell in which it first creates. There are more than 120 distinct sorts of mind tumors, National Cerebrum Tumor Society. The most widely recognized essential mind tumors are called gliomas, which start in the glial, strong, tissue. Around 33% of all essential mind tumors and different sensory system tumors frame from glial cells. Other neurological malignancies. Beside tumors in the cerebrum, growth can start in, or spread to, different zones of the focal sensory system, for example, the spinal line or segment, or the fringe nerves. Disease that creates in the spinal rope or its encompassing structures is called spinal malignancy. Most tumors of the spine are metastatic tumors, which have spread to the spine from another area in the body. Mind tumor chance variables. The reason for mind malignancy is still to a great extent obscure. Despite the fact that there are some hereditary conditions and ecological components which may add to the advancement of mind tumor, the hazard variables are a great deal less characterized for cerebrum malignancy than for different diseases in the body. Likewise, the danger of creating essential mind growth is low. The American Growth Society gauges the hazard over a lifetime is short of 1%. It's imperative to recall that a cerebrum growth hazard figure just influences the likelihood of creating mind disease over a lifetime. For instance, on the off chance that you've gotten radiation treatment to treat another disease, or in the event that you've worked in an industry where you took care of conceivably harmful chemicals, you might need to examine with your specialist what it implies for your individual danger of creating mind malignancy. Cancer risks. Cerebrum tumor hazard components. General. Sex. There is no broad decide that covers all cerebrum malignancies. Certain diseases, similar to meningiomas, are twice as liable to create in ladies. Medulloblastomas are all the more much of the time found in guys. Age. By and large, the recurrence of mind tumor increments with age, with more events in people age 65 and more seasoned. The age figure fluctuates relying upon the cell sort and area of the tumor. Grown-ups have a generally safe of creating medulloblastomas, while gliomas are most regular in grown-ups. The rate of meningiomas and craniopharyngiomas are much more continuous in grown-ups over age 50, however once more, these tumors may happen at any age. Body. Traded off safe framework. A few people with bargained in susceptible frameworks have an expanded danger of creating lymphomas of the cerebrum. Hereditary qualities. Hereditary connections. Family history may influence the probability of building up specific maladies. Von Hippel-Lindau illness, Li-Fraumeni disorder, and neurofibromatosis, NF1 and NF2, are acquired conditions that have been found in families with a past filled with uncommon cerebrum tumors. Something else, there is little confirmation that cerebrum growth keeps running in families. Exposures. Compound presentation. Introduction to certain modern chemicals or solvents has been connected to an expanded hazard in creating cerebrum tumor. Despite the fact that it is not definitive, there is proof that there is a higher rate of specific sorts of cerebrum tumors in people who work in oil refining, elastic assembling and medication producing. Past treatment. Radiation treatment. Introduction to radiation treatment, especially at a youthful age, may improve the probability of creating cerebrum disease. Mind tumor evaluating. The arranging procedure evaluates the spread of tumor past the source site. Mind malignancy does not act similarly as different tumors. Tumors may relocate inside the mind, however it is extremely uncommon for essential cerebrum tumors to spread outside of the mind, or far from the focal sensory system, CNS. Thus, cerebrum disease is normally reviewed as opposed to organized. The Cerebrum Tumor Reviewing Framework highlights 4 particular evaluations and furnishes your care group with a comprehension of how the tumor develops. This procedure helps our specialists coordinate mind tumor medicines to individual needs. Evaluating mind tumors. To decide the development and improvement of tumors in the mind, specialists concentrate on the qualities of the tumor and its impact on usefulness. The fundamental elements used to evaluate cerebrum tumors include size and area, sort of tissue or cells influenced, resectability, the probability that part or the greater part of the tumor can be expelled by surgery, the spread of the disease inside the mind or spinal line, the likelihood the disease has spread past the mind or CNS. A finish appraisal will likewise figure age and any mind growth manifestations that are constraining fundamental capacities, for example, discourse, hearing or development.